Morning folks, your man Tim here on the Great Rugby Run. Made it all the way to Topsham now this morning. A lovely, gentle 6 miles just along the estuary over there. Just nice springy boards and stuff. It was lovely on the knees and ankles. I'm not going to lie, it's probably my favourite bit of running so far. And this is the Topsham Club, here where I'm at now. Huge playing surface. And talking of the playing surface, we're going to go and try and find the man who's responsible for this fine bit of playing turf. I think he's in here somewhere. He's got... Let's see if we can find him. Hang on a second. Coming in here. Oh, there he is.
Oh, sorry.
There he is. I'll come over to you.
Sorry, I've run out of diesel.
This is Nigel. Nigel, what's your full name and what's
Nigel
your role?
Mortimore.
And what's your role here at the club?
Head groundsman at Topsham Rugby Club.
And what's your little toy here that we've just been?
We've got an Izeki 3267 and a Major 200 mowers on the back.
And how much do you love it?
Absolutely adore it. Absolutely love it.
Now,
as you can see.
Yeah, hang on a second. We just need to focus on this for a minute. Let's get in close on here. I'm sexy, and I mow it. Now, did you buy that yourself, Nigel, or was it?
No, it was a birthday present a couple of days ago.
Happy birthday!
Thank you very much.
I'm not going to ask you your age. I'm too polite for that. But what's your favourite thing about Topsham?
It's just the community club. The society is brilliant. The fields are fantastic. I just love being out in the open air, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's an amazing job. Best in the world.
Yeah, and I've got to say, I think we're probably making the groundsman of the UK jealous at the moment with this incredible cavern shed. Like, it's just amazing. And
it is my man shed, isn't it?
Yeah, and this tractor as well is just a little beauty.
Yeah, it's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah. Do you want to apologise to all the other groundsmen?
I'm very sorry. They do actually look after me very well here. Sorry.
And as I came in here this morning, you were busy painting the lines as well,
Yeah,
ready for
the weekend.
Ready for the weekend?
Ready to go.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Nigel, thanks so much.
Nice. Good luck.
Thank you. And I'll let's go and see if we can find some other people here from Topsham. This place is amazing. Lucky man. Lucky man. Okay, round the corner, and we are going to meet Holly Fella. Hello, Holly. How are you?
Hello, hi. I'm good, thanks.
What do you do here at Topsham Rugby Club?
So I play for the ladies team, and I have done since they started 7.5 years ago. I also manage my son's under-9s, and then I'm getting involved with the girls setup. We're setting up an under-13s, under-15s section for
Awesome.
girls.
So everything basically.
Well, I wouldn't say everything, but more than I probably initially thought I would.
Yeah.
But I love it. It's good. I love it.
Good stuff. Now, people, I'll have to say thank Holly a huge amount. She literally jumped on the Great Rugby Run as soon as I started advertising it and putting it out there, and she's been an incredible support. So, Holly, thank you for that.
Not a problem.
Much appreciated.
Not a problem.
Now, let's take a little walk and talk around the club here as we go.
Yeah.
Just wait 1 second, because there's a lovely bench here, which we did just have a quick look at.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can see. It's not coming out on the screen, so maybe you can just say what it says.
So the plaque says "Thinking of Lily" with a smile. So, yeah.
Number 2, yeah, and we're going to talk about Lily a little bit more when we go inside. But let's walk and talk here. So, tell me, how did you first get into rugby?
So it actually wasn't at Topsham. It was at Newton Abbot, and I just moved down and started working in a pub, and then just kept getting harassed by people that I worked with, and I was like, right, okay, I'll come. I'll go to one session and you can just leave me alone afterwards, and that's it, it'll be done. Just to kind of get them off my back, and I instantly loved it. Instantly.
Yeah.
And then I've been playing for 11 years now. I've had the last 2 years out with injury, but yeah, it's just become a huge part of my life.
Yeah, amazing. And,
Yeah.
and like you said earlier, you're now involved in organising minis and juniors and lots of other bits and pieces as well.
Yeah, which I love doing because my son gets a lot out of it as well. So
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, do you want to lead the way into the club, and we'll go and have a quick look around and see what we got in here.
Yeah. So there's a massive wall here, and this room was quite snug. It's quite cosy, but sometimes felt a little bit cramped. So they opened it up. Sofas a bit more comfortable. and actually it works quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got some nice memorabilia on the walls here, various things. Oh, that's a Cayman Islands jersey. Interesting. Nice signed rugby shirt.
Yeah.
And this, sorry.
This one's from Sam Skinner. It was from the winning season. He used to play in our junior section here as well. Now obviously plays for Scotland.
Yep, so a famous former player, which
Exactly.
I'm guessing you guys are really, really proud of, Sam.
Yeah, and he comes down sometimes as well, which is good. So
I think rugby's really good for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Players really remember their roots and try and give back to the clubs where they
100%,
started.
100%.
Yeah, good on you, Sam. Well done.
And then we've got signed by Jack Knoll.
Lovely Lions shirt there.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And I just wanted to highlight this one. I'm not sure if there's a story behind it, but the name of this team is amazing. Let's see if we can make sure we get that covered in there. The Kalamazoo Dogs from Michigan, USA. Well done, Kalamazoo, for naming your club so remarkably well. Good stuff. And there's a few other things here. England women's signed framed photo from when they won the World Cup in 2014.
I think that's one of our first ever team photos.
And there's you there, right?
yeah, ruining the group photo as per. We still have a few of those players that play for us still, but yeah.
That's 2014, yeah. So
that was our first season. We had a friendly season to begin with, so yeah.
Brilliant stuff. Okay, and we'll talk. This is Lily, the bench we mentioned outside.
Yeah, she was one of our founder members. She tragically passed away 6 years ago. It'll be now this year. So yeah, she was our first starting hooker. So we retired the 2 shirt. It's really sad. Ripped through our team, ripped through our club. But every year we have a memorial game where female players from all over Devon, some from Somerset, will contact us and be like, what's the details about the memorial game, because it's just such a laugh. There's been a few times where I've scored the last try, but I've literally dad jogged the length of the pitch and been told to kick the conversion. It's gone under the post. They've TMO'd it, and I've scored. It's all done in a really good spirit. And we raise money for Devon Air Ambulance, Shoulden Wildlife Trust, and also for the club as well. And we turned it into a positive. We remember her. We dress up as animals, and that's it. Just loads of animals all around the club, which is just what you need, really. It's fantastic stuff. It's always a really good day, and it's just always really quite heartwarming, and everyone just comes together. Yeah,
obviously a really tragic story, but good things can come from really bad experiences.
We play against Newton Abbott. They call them, so they have a Newton Barbars team, so they play in a Newton kit, but they set up and they get players from all over.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, we're going to press pause there. You need to go and grab Gareth for me, and I'm going to take you guys around a little bit of the rest of the changing room. This is something you don't see too often, or certainly I haven't seen too often anyway. The photos of the entire junior section. Obviously it would be like herding cats and a logistical nightmare to try and sort that out, but I think they're really impressive when you get these up on the wall at the clubs. And there's previous years ones here as well from 2008. But while we're waiting for Gareth to come back in, he's coming. Here he is. Hello. Hang on a second. Let's meet Gareth over here.
How you doing?
Gareth. This is Gareth. And Gareth, what's your full name and what are you doing here today?
Gareth James Williams. I run the Hitz project at Topsham Rugby Club with Exeter Chiefs, and college program, 16 to 18-year-olds, and we are maths, English, sports and active leisure, and an employability program. And right now we've done a teamwork lesson. We're going to do a team building task, bit of competition. Then we'll go from a lesson to something active, sports related. I know they want to do a bit of rugby, a bit of football, bench ball. We're going to set that up in a minute. Yeah. And then we go back and forth, lesson, sport, lesson, sport, lesson, sport. And being at Topsham's been absolutely fantastic. It's the acreage, isn't it? We've got the land.
You like it here, don't you?
I love it here.
I heard you speaking about it earlier. What is it specifically that you really like about being at Topsham?
Like it's like Alice in Wonderland, isn't it, Holly? It's a really lovely place to be, and really supportive. I mean, like if Carlsberg did groundsman, Nigel Mortimore is the one.
We've just spoken to
Oh,
Nigel.
you're not even
Yeah.
joking. And, like, the fact, former teacher, really supportive. There's so many people in the community helping out. Really pleased. We started talking with the Estuary League of Friends. So some of my team are going to go out and do like food deliveries, and we've helped move mattresses and bits and pieces. We're trying to give back because people are really nice and supportive of us. So hopefully we can start giving back to them. But the club, yeah, really love it. Train here, coach here,
Yeah.
work here. Yeah, I can't get enough of it.
And you're still playing as well?
Just getting back into it.
Yeah.
No, you say that.
Don't sell yourself short, Gareth.
I am,
You
and
did
I love
amazing stuff.
I did enjoy it. I went from they're adding my time, 10 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm building up and I. But it's been hard work.
Yeah.
Been hard out there, but no, it's been a lot of fun. And,
Good stuff. So what kind of leadership lessons have the guys learned this morning?
literally going through the different types of leadership.
Right.
And it's really interesting hearing their different backgrounds and their role models. I mean, whether it's something like mad about wrestling, cricket, real variety. We're talking about the leadership skill with Baxter and the team, and they just go through different styles. And between us, with the staff we've got, we all have different. I'm a bit more laissez-faire, and I'm Holly. Laissez-faire. But no, we go for it now and then. In a minute, it's a bit of a competition. See if they can.
Good stuff. Well, if they're out there before we finish this video, we might just come and have a little look and see.
Yes.
Gareth, Big G, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and
Thank you for the
good luck
time.
with the rest of the Hitz program.
Yeah, thank you very much. See you.
Thank you, Holly. Should we come and sit down over here quickly, and maybe we can talk about LooseHeadz.
Yeah.
So I met Joey yesterday or the day before. Who's the LooseHeadz Academy head honcho or something like that.
He's our El Capitan.
Yeah. Just tell me a little bit about LooseHeadz from your perspective and why you got involved.
So I struggle with my mental health, and I'm making no secret of that. I quite open and talk about it quite a bit, because I feel that you should talk about it, because then people then can be like, oh, okay, I'm not on my own. But also as well, kind of just helps people kind of get an understanding of who you are as a person. And then I saw LooseHeadz stuff a couple of years ago and thought that was really good. And then it wasn't until the summer, the spring, I saw that they were looking for academy members to kind of get involved and do stuff with LooseHeadz. And I applied and kind of didn't really expect to hear back and be accepted in. I was like, oh, maybe I will, maybe I won't. And then I did, and it was it came on a day that was actually quite good, because I was having a bit of a tough week, and I was like, actually, no, I'm going to channel this into something good now. And I really enjoy it. It's a really supportive community of people in the academy. We're all there for each other. We all talk about different issues. We've got several group chats that are just cover different stuff, like socials and social media. We talk about diversity and grassroots stuff, as well as general chit chat, and as well as mental health stuff. So
you kind of support each other, but then also do you sort of then reach out and help other people as well?
Yeah, get the message out there and stuff like that. So obviously the idea is to have a loose head in every club. So something that I want to bring to Topsham is a more structured, kind of better, kind of player welfare. So kind of, I know when I was injured 2 years ago, and my mental health struggled because of it, because I wasn't able to do anything. Yeah. Because I broke my leg, and it was from then I was like, actually, there should be more at rugby clubs. People were really good here. They got involved. They supported me. They helped out, but there just wasn't that kind of structured kind of.
It'd be very easy for you to just slip away and be
very much
kind of forgotten a little bit, possibly.
You're not on the pitch, so therefore you're not outside, out of mind, but not massively so. Just a little bit here and there. Yeah. And it's just one of those things. But also as well, getting people in the rugby club to be open and talk about their struggles as well, because it's not just, just because you're a rugby player doesn't mean you've got to be tough, and it doesn't mean that you are exempt from mental health issues.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I saw on your social media the other day a story about when you broke your leg.
Yes.
And getting out for a job interview.
Yes.
If you could tell that story, because that warmed my heart reading that. Yeah,
so I work at the hospital, and I was on a 1-year contract at the time. And me and my matron had already discussed me going to that recruitment day anyway, and then I broke my leg. I didn't really know whether that was going to pan out or not. And I just, a few days before it, I was like, actually, no, I need to go. So I did, and I hadn't been anywhere by myself for 5 weeks, and I'd only been home for 3 weeks after having surgery. I was non-weight bearing and a fracture boot, and I went to the recruitment day. I had a bit of a wobble when I got there. I was on a lot of very, very strong painkillers. So I was just a bit like, oh, okay. But I just kind of was just like, no, I need to go. I need to do this now, because then it's one less thing to worry about whilst I'm recovering. And then I could just worry about my recovery rather than my recovery and will I have a job to come back to, which I knew I would anyway. But I just kind of needed to get that cemented in as early as possible. Yeah. And it was a day.
It was a tough, challenging day, but very worthwhile. Yeah,
definitely. And it was quite handy that one of the questions in my interview was, what does compassion within your role mean to you? And as I'd been on the receiving end of my job role, but also had seen bits of how the hospital wards work with all the different types of staff that you wouldn't necessarily pick up on as much when you're at work yourself.
Yeah.
You just see how everybody from like the cleaner right the way up to the consultant, they're all a part of the patient care, whether they're involved in the actual care or just the bits here and there.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think that was what got me well, that, and I've worked there for a while anyway. So.
Good stuff. Now, if people wanted to get involved in the academy, if there's people listening to this that might be interested, what's the best way for them to sort of get in touch?
There's if you go onto the website, then there's information about how to get involved in the academy, but then we also have the academy Facebook page, Instagram page, and also the main LooseHeadz Instagram as well. And it's just, reach out if you know someone who is part of the LooseHeadz Academy, get in touch with them, and then they can signpost you as well. But it's just, yeah.
And have you been doing any of the workshops and stuff as well? I know Joey's been doing those.
Not as of yet,
right.
But I think Joey and I are hoping to do one together with the Hitz lot. And then I'm hoping to do something with our committee at some point. Just need to get the PowerPoint and everything together. Yeah,
so there's another point there. If you're a club listening to this and you would like a presentation on mental health, basically, get in touch with LooseHeadz and the LooseHeadz Academy, and they'll try and figure something out for you.
Yeah, there's enough of us around. So.
Yeah. So let's talk about the future now. What's rugby looking like for you coming up?
Me personally?
Yes.
I've got to have more surgery on my leg. So at the moment,
what have you done?
So I broke my tibia in about 6 places.
Ooh.
And I was playing for Totnes, which is a lovely club that you went to earlier on in the week. In a pre-season friendly, no less as well. I know. It's fine. It's funny. I've got a rod through my leg and some screws. So I have some screws out and just some work done on my tendon. But I'm training at the moment, and then we've got quite a lot of new girls. So I've said to them that they can ask me any questions because I'm not playing, so I haven't got games to prepare for if they don't feel comfortable asking the more experienced girls. So just offering support that way as well. But my plan is to get as physically fit as I can, decide if I mentally want to get on the pitch. But whether I play again or not, I'm looking at going into refereeing.
Right, oh really? Amazing.
Yeah.
Have you done any courses yet?
Not yet. I'm looking to get booked onto one in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
And then get my boots on, get my whistle in hand.
Good for you. The game needs more referees.
Yeah, 100%.
Always needs more referees.
I've been told I've got the right attitude for it. I think that's a nice way of saying I'm the right kind of hobby. I don't know.
You've got to be forthright, haven't you? You've got to be sure of yourself.
Yeah, nonsense kind of attitude I've got to a lot of things, so I don't know.
Okay, that's great to hear. Holly, thank you so much again. I just want to reiterate, you've been so great supporting me on what I'm doing down here, so I really appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Good stuff. Okay, I'm just going to wander outside and finish this off. So this has been Topsham, and we see the guys here from Hitz now doing some challenges behind us, trying to figure out how to put all that stuff together as a team, no doubt. I am now off to Exeter Chiefs. From here, it's only a couple of miles, so I will see you there very shortly. Cheers.